going, guys? I've recently realized and noticed that people really never do this one thing. And this one thing is really holding them back from finding out who they are and what they want to do in life. That thing is stopping and thinking. Just stopping to think. A lot of people, they think they're on their grind. They think they're going to become successful. They think they're working hard. But they're really just working hard in the wrong direction. You need to think. You need to think. You need to stop and think. You need to think about what you're about, what your values are, what your passions are, what your skills are. You need to think about it, because if you can't calibrate yourself, if you can't prepare yourself, you're going to start going in the wrong direction. A lot of people either get pushed in a certain direction or choose a certain direction because they see somebody else is doing it. And then 5 years down the line, they stop. And they spent all this time, I wouldn't say they wasted the time, but they spent all this time on something that they weren't passionate about, and they didn't end up wanting to do with their life. That's why you have to explore things. You have to think. You have to stop and think and find out what you're about and think about what you're about. Really analyze your actions, analyze your thoughts, analyze your qualities that may line up with certain things that you can do with your life. You need to stop and think, because a lot of people, they get pushed into this one thing. Social media too. You get super influenced by this thing. You get super influenced by different things on social media, and you end up doing things due to social media. That's really bad too. You need to think for yourself. You need to stop and think. Your family, your friends, your school, your job, your environment, your social media. These are all things that push you in different directions, that nudge you in certain ways, when you have to block out all that noise and just think for yourself. Stop and think. Think for a little bit. Think, what do you want to do? It doesn't have to be something that makes a lot of money. It doesn't have to be something that other people find successful. It has to be something that makes you feel successful and fulfilled with your life. So, you need to stop and think and find out what you're about, not what everybody else thinks you're about, not what everybody else wants you to be, what you want to be. I'll see you guys later today, but think about that. Think about, what do you want to be? What do you want to be? Not what does everybody else want you to be. What do you want to be? All right, I'll see you guys later today.